Not even death can save you from me.
And now we're good. And now we're good. You got the great joy of seeing my boxes piled against the wall to reduce the echo in the room. Good morning. I have seen Prof, Skink, and Light Source. Lovely to see you again. All right. Jiub. So now I moved my screen. It looks weird. Okay. I'll be strong. I use that as my message tone on the phone. Is that too edgy? No, I mean, it's your phone, right? And I don't really think of it as something edgy. It's just a reference to a game. So, no, I think that's fine personally, but I can't, you know, speak for other people. Doop, 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 doop. And we start with joyful music as I see a Durzog over there that I definitely do not want to fight, and there's somebody here as well. Okay, all right, we're fine. Let me try to remember where we were at. We got the rumor about Fort Monmouth. I think we're mostly stuck. Oh yes, I have this, guys. I have not changed the mod list because, well, we should give it a rest, even though I'm just dying to try so many new mods. But I have installed this one that shows a calendar, and even better, you should be able... Oh my goodness. Note of the day. Do not die. I'm not sure if that's going to be entered automatically. But I can write notes, and I like that. My note is there. I don't know, let's see. I think I can have a note every day. Ah, this is so cool. What mods are you most excited to try that you haven't installed yet? Well, there's all the mods I've been creating for the past... When is... Okay. December was full modding. It's like all the mods that I've been working on for the past 5 months, basically. Like, all my free time has been modding. So yes, I have been playing, but on older installs, and I just don't have time to make that brand new install. And you know how it is. That's what you're doing right now. You install the mod, you check for conflict, you tweak things, you patch that. That takes a lot of time, and I haven't had time to do that. So I can't play my mods right now. I mean, I have put a couple of wares things in there. With my permadeath, I've updated to friends and foes. But you know, I just want to play. I just want to play too. The other day, Audel was asking me if I would rather not mod Morrowind. And I wouldn't mind not modding it. It's not like I mod it because... I mean, I do, okay. I do enjoy modding as a creative outlet. That's the only creative outlet I have. I could pick up knitting. I like knitting. But it is a creative outlet, right? Okay, I enjoy that. And of course, I do enjoy it when people say, oh, I really like your mod, I think it's fun, I like it. Obviously, I get a little ego boost. Sure. But honestly, if anytime I say, oh, this is what I need in my game, and somebody else said, yeah, sure, I can do it, I would never touch the construction set. Like, I'd be perfectly satisfied playing the mods, like my mods, if someone else made them. And then of the mods that have been published recently, let's take a look, shall we? I just need a mouse. Where's my mouse? There. Now, one thing that I know I want to do, my creative outlet is just crafting my perfect combination of mod. That's also, I enjoy doing that as well. Alright, so if we look at the latest mods, I am really looking forward, like Axe Magister has been chopping little bits of 4NM and releasing them individually. Right now we are running 4NM. It is true that it is a massive mod and there's so many things. Everything that Axe has published in the last couple of weeks. Come on, show me one. Here's one. And then we'll do that. Absolutely everything that Axe has published in the last couple of weeks, which is, yeah, all of that. All of that. Absolutely all of that, not this, is actually a little bit of 4NM gameplay overhaul. It's just a chunk that has been cut out and modified a little bit, though, mind you. Like Kickmaster is in 4NM, but I think this one has its own MCM menu, so you can decide just how far or how strong you're gonna kick. Dash exists in 4NM as a spell only, I think. It's just there's so many things in there I can't, you know. Battle Mage, that is part of 4NM, where you can control runes and totems, part of 4NM. However, these individually, like if I install runes and totem, then in my game I will know it's there and I will test it. It's a stupid thing, right? But you have this package that has thousands of features. Chances are I'll use a couple of them because I'll stumble on them, or I know it's there. Like, I know it's there. But a lot of 4NM I haven't tested because I don't know it's there. There is documentation. I want to clarify that. There is documentation. It's very long. I've read it once a few months ago. There's a shitload of things. Whereas if I just install runes and totem, then I know that in my game I can put runes and totems, and I will try it because I know I installed a mod for that. I don't know if I'm making sense. But I'm looking forward to do a non-4NM run with only a few select of these, so that I can really, like, I'll know they're there and I will use them. So runes and totem has been a favorite thing from my 4NM gameplay. And with this one, it actually uses vanilla spells, whereas in 4NM, it has its own spell. Now, I'm not sure which is best, actually. I'll have to try. I like the idea of I have, you know, a fireball spell, and I say, okay, this one is a fireball, but this one is gonna be a rune. I think I might prefer the vanilla spell that has more versatility, but I'm not sure. Hey Telesia, you really did sneak into the chat. I was so focused on trying to explain my thoughts, which I did very poorly, that I didn't see you there. Welcome on in. So I'm looking forward to use those individually, because I will be able to really use them. Final Strike, you see, I've already downloaded it, and I'm super hyped to try that with special attacks. We talked a while ago, we talked about the old mod Combat Enhanced, and we talked also about next gen combat. We talked about combat mods, including 4NM. This is just a little chunk of the combat, and I think I should be able to do that. Basically, you can choose to charge, or you can choose to slam by jumping and looking down and doing a special slam attack that will do more damage. And then looking at the video, you see when, I mean, those messages, that's what Axe uses to test his mod and see that it's working properly with the correct amount of damage to make sure it's balanced and everything. In the game, 4NM does that, but when you get like big chunks of formula equations, for me in the game it tells me nothing, but I think hopefully I can, that's the slam. I can edit the code to find the message box and to remove the formula and only keep the charge. I need the feedback. I need to know that I did the attack that I wanted to do. So this one I will use because I think I will be able to do those on purpose, basically. Do those on purpose. You can do all of these right now in the game. It's already in there, part of 4NM. But if I turn on the messages, it's just too much information, basically. Like I can't pick the information that I want. But all of those little mods are already in there somehow. I'm just not sure how. What is this? Hindering Ring of the Imperfect. No, we don't want to equip that. I do want my offhand guitar because that looks cool. I was reading it was a little too hard for a person not super experienced with Morrowind, so I was nervous to try it. I don't think it's about being experienced with Morrowind because I mean, it's not like I'm, praising myself. I am experienced with Morrowind. However, it's just, it does make the game a lot harder, for sure. But that's not, for me, that's not the difficulty. The difficulty is exactly what I've said before. It's got so many features. A lot of things happen under the hood, like it changes how your armor is calculated, it changes your chance of dodging an attack, it changes your chance of doing a critical attack, of stunning the enemy, and I have no problem with those changes because like I've read the documentation and for sure Axe has spent a lot of time making sure that the whole thing, the whole huge monstrous thing is balanced. My problem is things are happening without me knowing that they are happening, which is not necessarily a problem, but in combat there's all kinds of things. You already know that you would do different forward and slash and shot attacks. Okay, fine. 4NM goes further where sure, if you do a slash attack, it's gonna take the slash damage specified by your weapon, but also if you're moving forward, you can do more damage. If you're moving sideways, you can dodge. No. You can dodge. And if you're going backwards, it increases your. It reduces your chance to be hit, or it reduces the damage, something. And so for me, it's really hard in the heat of a battle, where I always panic. It's very hard for me to say, okay, I want to do a sideways attack. And already just that in Morrowind, I mean, people who love Dark Souls, I go, yeah, that's really good. Like I want to do a special XXZ tap forward, slide to the left attack. For me, that's just too much. My brain cannot go that fast, especially in combat, where NPCs are incredibly fast. They're on you in half a second, and they kill me in another half a second. Like combat is over in a second, and I can go that, but side forward, see I did a side attack, no, side attack forward, like for me to think about how I'm going to make that attack happen, and my enemy already there, I just don't have the dexterity, possibly, fingers and brain dexterity, but that's me. Like, so it's not about being experienced with Morrowind, it's about being a better gamer, I would say. Which I'm not. I'm very, very casual, I guess. But with the little chunks of 4NM, I think it's just about enough information and possibilities in combat that I should be able to go, okay, I'm going to jump and look down to slam, to do a slam attack. That I think I can do, but we'll have to see. I need flashcard to play the mod. No, not really, because you can be completely oblivious to what happens. It's just you'll find that you die a lot more often, and you might not understand why. Not sure, modders. We've talked about casual. For me, a casual player is not someone. It's the opposite of the player who's going to min-max, or the player who's going to really be aware of the game mechanics, of how things are calculated to do what is best. You know me, like I'm going to run around without a helmet. It's going to reduce my armor, but I'm gonna show my pretty hair. Someone who's like a serious gamer is just gonna wear the armor that gives the maximum AR, or the weapon that's gonna give the maximum damage, or is gonna use the spell that is going to be me. I'm gonna use a spell because I've decided that my character really likes poison, and I'm gonna use poison. It's not the one that just does the most damage. So that's what. Yes, I guess it's very much about role playing. But to get the most out of 4NM, you need to understand what's going on. I mean, I understood some things. Okay, like for example, stamina is super, like even more so than in the basic game. Stamina is everything. Stamina is everything. Let's try to fight this guy. What do you say? So, I'm gonna use my favorite spell. I'm placing a little totem because I like it. And then I tell Jiub, come on Jiub, let's attack this guy. I am rubbish at magic, but I suppose... See my poison spell? So what I do in combat, because I know that moving in any direction has advantages, what I really do is I just move randomly while doing my attack. That's as far as I can go. Whereas I should have been, thinking this through a little better. So yeah. What do we have? Imperial chainmail. Repair. I'll pick that up. Silver is actually quite valuable. I guess that is actually very valuable. I'm looking at the ratio between the weight and the value. And that's enough. Jiub, yes, I am the greatest sidekick ever. In this run, we are Jiub's brother, Jiub, and we are assisting him in his mission to get rid of the cliff racers. So we're the sidekick. Okay, nothing in particular needs fixing, so I'll just use it up. There we go. That's why we look alike. It was really hard at low levels to get 2 sets of armor for us. Like we had to look the same. Hey Merlord. Darn, I should be prepared for this. How you doing, Merlord? That's a guar, we're fine. Yes. It's totally on purpose, Light. I can't tell you, oh, I'm sorry, this is a little loud. The choice of music is a little startling. It's totally on purpose. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. Really glad to hear that. Now, I was thinking about this character, how we keep getting ill, blighted, and then we pass that on to our companion and to our guar that died. Our poor guar had multiple blight diseases. It's just so sad. I think, now I know so far we've completely ignored the main quest because our mission is the cliff racers, become a saint, yada yada yada, you know, write history. I think we're going to go to Caius Casares and we'll do enough of the main quest to get the blight disease immunity. I think that's what I want to do. Because I'm tired of getting diseased all the time. It's like I'm a magnet for diseases. This is fine. I'm a little cold, a little hungry. What else is new, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan. So we're gonna go to Nizis. We're gonna go to Nizis and to Balmora. Fence that they tend to hate me. The gear. Stream chopping for anyone else is replaying bits and changing resolution. I am not dropping frames according to OBS. But yes, I'd be curious if it's just Merlord or more people have the issue. It's happening to you too. Now, you know, since I'm not an affiliate, I don't get priority for the encoding and that sort of things. So it could be that. It is? Yes, I think that's what it is. Oh, that no. That is very, very annoying. There's really nothing that I can do. They are buggers. To be fair, I chose to not be an affiliate. I was really annoyed with the ads, especially the ads that would happen midstream. That I hated that. I might change back and be an affiliate. Not to mention, I'm sure you've just been dying to throw bits at me. Doesn't seem to be doing it right now. Okay, good. And we also, I do like the idea of, you know what? I mean, if I'm looking right now, there's only one person on YouTube watching, and that's fine. The thing is, because I cannot do the stream at the same time on Twitch and YouTube because Twitch demands exclusivity, even from affiliates, which is a bit extreme also. I think that's a little bit of an abuse of power, but you know, their platform, so that's just the way it is. But normally, what I used to do is, after streaming for 3 hours, I would take the raw footage of the stream and I would chop it down into chunks of 30 minutes. Because originally I was uploading 30 minutes video, and then I would glue them back to make chunks of 1 hour, and then I would upload this individually to YouTube. It's not complicated, but it certainly takes time, especially once, you know, when the computer is rendering video. Sure, I can use my computer, but nothing too extreme. And so having the stream on YouTube as well, not only does it let a couple of people to watch it live, which is good, but mostly it saves me a lot of time editing the videos afterwards. They are using my bandwidth for swimsuit just chatters. Okay, let me. True, that's what is popular nowadays. Let me tell you something. Assuming I was 20 and extremely pretty and you know, if I had the goods to make that sort of stream, I just wouldn't have the guts and the courage to do that. So I personally take my hat off to the girls doing that, really. And then, you know what? You want to criticize people watching. Criticize people watching, you know? It's like, I mean, it's not the same thing, but it's like, insulting, or even once upon a time putting prostitutes in jail for what they do, when, you know, how about we look at the people using the services? So I have no problem with the quote unquote swimsuit just chatters. They're providing something that people want, so if you don't like it, blame the people who want it. That's all I have to say. And again, I wouldn't have the guts to do that. I just wouldn't have the guts to first do that and then take all the comments and the insults for being booby streamers, and I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't be able to do it. Not just because I'm not strong enough, brave enough. So yeah. I don't blame the girls. I blame Twitch for not having standards for what. Okay, that is a different thing. I do agree. And hey, David, you know what? I mean, I don't know if you can see. It's not coffee. It's tea. I know. It's completely nuts. I do agree with you, Merlord. It's a different thing. It's Twitch needs to decide what they want to do with their platform. And then again, if they want triple, oh nice, and a triple soul gem, like grand soul gem. The best is a triple Azura stars though, so you still have something to look forward to. I mean, Light Source, it's not a game streaming site. I think it started as one. I think it's a good idea that it expands into tutorials, talks about social issues. I don't see that a problem. I think it's a good thing actually that they sort of expand their horizon to include different types of content. But then, you know, we are not going to change anything about it. We can certainly voice our preferences, but I believe that Twitch and therefore Amazon is gonna go with where the demand and the money is, because it's a company, it's not a charity. Right. I have made it to Nizis. Let's go to Balmora. I said, Balmora, we are journal. Hey, where's my calendar? What happened to my calendar? Oh, it's in the bookmarks. Oh, it's good. I can even come back and fix my typos. Don't die. Also, we will check out this Caius Gonzalez, because I am totally metagaming and I know he will give me blight disease immunity. Well, following his orders will eventually give me blight disease immunity, and I want that. I want that very much. So that's why we are going to Balmora. And we're gonna do a little bit of the main quest. It's been a long time anyway since we did anything. Careful! Careful! Ow! Oof. It's bad enough to be pantsless in the river, to be trampled by a Silt Strider on top of that would just be... Oh wow, I'm not gonna have enough money to go all the way to Balmora.
Why walk when you can ride?
Okay, Jiub, here's what we're gonna do. Money is a little tight, so you stand guard here. I promise I will call you again. I am gonna use my little amulet that takes me home. Slightly cheating, but not entirely, okay? And by the way, we were playing slots. I missed a follow, didn't I? I'm a terrible person. Shasta, I'm so sorry. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. See, no coffee today. And then Balmora. That was a free, instantaneous way to travel. A little bit cheating, but we're desperate. In my next install, I have so many very, very cool... Do I have the... Yes, package for Caius. Good. I'm so glad I've kept it. I'm really looking forward to the soundscape in the new install. Between Aura, Muse, character sound overhaul, which I've tested in the new character. This is gonna be really good. Check out the bone mold. That's some seriously impressive armor. Really. Were you getting any stutters with Aura? I don't think so. But then again, I have not really, you know, done any testing like with... Oh, okay. And now I crashed. I have not really done any testing like with and without Aura to tell you for sure. So, unknown. I don't know, anyone has any sort of experience getting stutters with Aura? Like Light Source, you've had your game with and without Aura and you have the stutters there? Let's try that tea. Earl Grey, it's not bad. Okay, good. Yeah, but MAO, like I have stopped using it a long time ago. What I did though, when Muse came out, Muse, how was it? No, that's what I do. With MAO, I do use the sound replace a bit. So the sounds are replaced, the actual MP3 and Wave, or Wave, I'm not sure. But none of the scripted stuff. Because that's always been a little... It's heavy scripting, and I decided to not have it. Oh, wow, can you see that? There? How my memory usage is already over the roof? Jeez, I've just loaded the game. So, are we gonna crash again here? No. But it was the change cell. I actually think my stuttering was because my game was loading, but the load bar was too fast and I didn't see. MAO was like many scripts though. It was super heavily scripted. Oh, Caius, you have a shirt. You're a fake. Fake, yes. Fake Caius, that is right. Ooh, have you seen Gavrilo / Alice's new mod?
What, stranger?
Where you have a new endgame essentially. Once you become the Nerevarine, you can actually sail to Akavir. I'm talking, Caius. Chill. Did you reduce your distant texture by 1 level? Oh yes. You mean the... what is it? Is it mid-map? I believe I did. I think I put it at 2. That's what Abbott recommended. I could try with 1. You like the outfit? Well, I mean, to be honest, he's wearing the black shirt and the kind of black pants that he supposedly gives you afterwards. So that kind of makes sense. Yes, I was told months ago to report to you, Caius, and you can feel the pressure building up. As you say your name is... Okay, let's just move on. Yes, have you... The pressure is really building up. That music is just... I don't think I'll keep it in my next install, or... I don't know. Just exhausting the topics. Is it chill? So I have reported to you, give me your orders, and most importantly, take me to a place or to a point where I will not catch the blight diseases anymore, because honestly... Right, so we are now gonna go and talk to Haspat and Tabalis about the 6th house and the Nerevarine. He seems to have information about the Nerevarine prophecies. It is so tense, right? You see what I see? Body pillow of Mara Milo. Nah, we don't know who she is, so we don't care about her pillow. We're not taking it. We don't know who she is. Like, would you want to have a body pillow to cuddle to with someone you know nothing? I mean, I guess. Well, for me, I don't care about it. Hopefully I'm not gonna crash, because memory usage is just increasing quite a bit. Depends on how cute. Yeah, exactly, I guess. I was gonna say, you're right.
Make it quick, Redoran.
She's intelligent and kind of hot, but we don't know that. We don't know that. I have body pillows of people I know in real life. It's gonna get creepy real quick. I have a body pillow of you. But honestly, people who say that body pillows is a joke mod, it is not. No, actually, fighter skill. It is not a joke mod. I take my body pillows very seriously.
Speak up!
However, I let my character take and use body pillows representing people that truly deserve it. It's like... Is Jiub challenge about killing all the cliff racers or something? Yes, it's a little more than that, but that is the ultimate goal. So right now, we have killed enough young cliff racers that they are replaced by pacifist, or what did I call them? Cautious cliff racers that don't attack. We're not doing great with those, but you see, we try to kill. We're almost done with the blighted cliff racers, and then they will be gone. I am so tired of getting the blight, and also I look ugly, and my skin is all blah, with warts and stuff. So that's what we're doing. I do not know that we'll go to the point where we kill those, because these spawn at level 100. But we'll definitely kill enough of them to deserve sainthood. And you know what? It makes sense to do the main quest also, because that's how we get to see Vivek. Like, how can Vivek give us sainthood, make us a saint, if we've never met him? Adis, I know you gave me... Oh yes, you wanted that. I'm sorry, I don't have it. The bone mold armor looks very cool though. Yes, the surf races are quite cool. I was considering, but I'm not sure it's a good thing. But I was considering adding the surf races to my cliff racer mod, because they're a new species. And I suppose I could update the mod and add something where when you've killed enough of them, they'll get smart and not attack you anymore. Hello, that's Pat. I got a favor. Oh, you want me to do a favor. You want me to go to a place that I cannot pronounce and look for a toy. And when that happens, you will tell me about the Nerevarine. Okay, let's exhaust the option so it's all grayed out. Thank you. So it's nice and clean. I like that. Okay. Now, honestly, we are level 9. I think we can get that that puzzle, Dwemer puzzle box. However, I don't know. It's kind of weird to sleep when an orc is looking at you. I don't know. The water already have pesto. Yes, like it doesn't make waters really worse. In fact, if you, I don't know if you've tried the surf braces, they have the piranha script. That one is from R0, who kindly allowed me to use the script. Actually, he even tweaked it a little bit so that it works perfectly. But if you go in the water and you swim around, you will find that the slaughterfish are the ones aggroing you, because the slaughterfish has 100%, their set fight is 100%. So they see you from a great distance and they come at you. Whereas the surf racers, as long as your health is full or almost full, their aggressivity is reduced. So they will attack you if you're like in their face because, well, you're in their face. But in fact, the surf racers are the nicest creatures in the water. That's where I was going. We have not added a horrible thing that will kill you in the water. If you go there and you're not bleeding out, they're not going to detect you from great distances like the slaughterfish and the drugger do. Just saying. So you're welcome. That's my point. You're welcome. We introduced a nice species to the game. Jiub, I promised Jiub I would call him back. So let's do that.
Under sun and sky, Outlander,
Outlander,
we greet you
brother.
warmly.
Brothers. Also, I don't know if the effect... See, you're supposed to wear this, right? There you go. My shield is more powerful than his, but we don't. I wanted an aquatic enemy for Pimp My Shrine, and slaughterfish seemed too boring, so I had the idea of miniature aquatic cliff racers. And they are so cute, and like you have to try it. But when you're underwater, the horrible scree and screeches of the cliff racer sound that we all hate when we fight them, underwater, I promise you, it's kind of really cute and adorable. Try it. Try it. They really sound quite cute as you're killing them. That's just the way it is. All right, Jiub, we have our mission. Oh, sorry, you're supposed to follow me. Yes. I think cliff races are so adorable. I wouldn't go, yes, I will train you, Jiub. One day you'll become as strong as me, brother. I don't know that they're adorable. There's some textures that I really like the one with the feathers.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep me waiting.
I like those. The replacer from the symphony is really quite gorgeous. Okay, anything we want to sell? No. No, you're not carrying anything we wish to sell. Alright. I'm not gonna make a fortune selling stuff to him, so I'm not even gonna get my spells to improve my mercantile and stuff. Just have it all. For 93 septims, that's fine.
The pleasure is all mine, Outlander.
Obviously. Alright, Dwemer Ruin, here we go. I'm wondering if I should save and reload. Let's try that. Because my memory usage is quite high. And it could be that it's not going to get higher at all. But since we'll be going through various regions, I suspect it might increase. I don't know now, I feel like this is all a trap. What, the surf racer that I'm urging you to download? Download it, they're really quite cute, and they're not the ones making swimming horrible. They're just not the ones. Happily using the cliff racer attack over and over in SO. Ah, with your warden, that's a different thing though. I do enjoy that. I haven't played SO in a long time, and I haven't gone very far with my warden because I got her in Morrowind, and
Anytime you're ready.
It was
Just
not
don't keep
Morrowind
me
for me,
waiting.
obviously. But I did like using the cliff racer attack because I felt it was poetic justice that I could unleash cliff racers on others. Oh, actually, today in the Morrowind Discord, Prof was explaining that yes, Jiub. Prof was explaining that if you have abbots, where are the birds going, and water life, some of the creatures, namely the birds, the dolphins, the crabs, would actually come and help you. And Stripe said we should have a falconry skill. Now, I don't know about a falconry skill, but it would be quite nice with water life. Do I have water life? I must have water life. Can't imagine I would be playing Oh, I have an old version of Water Life. That's why. With Water Life, you have a fishing skill. I would absolutely love to see with where are the birds going, a falconry skill where you can whistle, and if there's a bird within range, they would come and help you. And then as your skill is greater, the range increases, so you're more likely to have a bird or more birds coming to your help. I think that would be a good skill. I'll suggest it to Abbott, and then, you know, if he likes the idea, it will happen, and if he doesn't, it won't. It's just that simple. The Avatar race. Are you planning more and more cliff races to add to the game? You don't feel that we have enough. The Avatar Racer. Hey, Soccer Cat, welcome back. Water surf races in addition to air cliff races, which is an air and fire racer. We do have quite a few. Oh, in but hang on, in ESO you have like a land racer. I don't know what it's called, but there is something, right? Mimalala, I'm enjoying it a lot, especially revisiting places from Morrowind, Oblivion and Skyrim in a different time period. Yeah, I definitely get the attraction. For me, my biggest problem, I haven't played all of ESO, but I did try Morrowind. I was like, okay, I have to check it out. And what I really minded is that in 2 hours time, I started a character, I went all the way to Sadrith Mora, Carthag Point, Vivek. Essentially, in 2 hours, I had toured the whole of Vardenfell. And that felt so wrong. So the sites were pretty. Some of the mushrooms that they added were extra alien, and I guess I would get used to that. Like, ESO is very pretty. I think it's very eye candy. It was very different from what we know, but that doesn't make it worse or wrong. But the scale of it was wrong for me. Not as fun how fast people try to turn the dungeon in the game. That is another thing, but that's about MMORPGs, right? I tend to play either on my own or with someone that I know really, really well. I absolutely hate this. Okay, we get in the dungeon and the point is to go through it as fast as possible, and then if we didn't get a special drop that we might have gotten, then we do it again, but as fast as possible, because if we didn't get the drop, we'll have to do it again. And I'm like, that's not the point. Like, I want to do a dungeon once because I want to explore it and I want to discover it, and then when I've been there, when I know the story of the people there because we read the notes and blah blah blah, then I'm good. Like, I'm ready to move on. So yes, the whole MMO thing where you're looking for a particular drop to complete a particular set, so that in PvP you can win and get a particular item that will be used for a particular set that will allow you to do a particular dungeon, and you know, not interesting for me. Though I have no problem that people enjoy doing that. I just won't play with them because that's not something I enjoy. All right, let's go. Dwemer puzzle box. Inventory. I would like my inventory to be a little lighter than that, to be honest.
Care to tell me what this is about?
We are a little tired. What's the time? But it's 4 in the afternoon. We're not gonna nap now. Or are we? Let's nap. It's gonna be a little awkward. But this guy is
I'm willing to share my insights for the right price.
No insights. We just want to nap for a couple of hours. Make sure nothing bad happens. There we go. We're a little hungry and thirsty, but we can deal with that. I have some tea that I'm saving. You know what? Let's finish that bottle. Fresh wheat tea. Fresh wheat tea is not good at all. I'll tell you that. I only drink it because of its medicinal properties, but it's definitely not something you're gonna go and let's take a little sip and enjoy it. I knew that was gonna happen. How long would it take with Morrowind, 100 speed and athletics? I don't know. I don't know, but when we did that loop of Vardenfell with Esso, we actually killed everything on the way as well. Like we went through and we killed and we did some quests. It's not just like we ran around. We actually quested. We quested around Seidenin. We went to Vivek. We went to Sadrith Mora. Did some quests that sent us around Kalthak Point. Did some quests. We were questing, not just running around. I think Morrowind isn't too much bigger. It's just that you move so much slower and the vision is so obscured. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can load this one. And then again, it's been years since I tried, and I only did those couple of hours. But it was not enough to make me want to play again. I did enjoy unleashing the cliff rises. That was nice. And the ring of mushroom was really cute as well. My goal usually with the MMORPGs is to create enough characters that with all these characters I can experience all the races, all the classes, all the crafting skills. That's it. That's what I like to do.
Under sun.
So I tend to have half a dozen or a dozen even characters. Come on, like a dozen characters. They're all at the same level, i.e. not really high, but I've tried all the classes. And I enjoy doing that. At the same time, I know I get bored with the game because I've done the beginning of the game 10 times to try all these 10 different builds. So I probably should change the way I play. So we see a patrol, we see a trader and his guar. The guar seems to be quite impatient. Oh, okay, they're going the other way. I do have some major lag issues. These are bandits waiting for the guards to fight them. Not what we're interested in. In ESO you can often move super fast like a race car, which might be enjoyable in itself. I think you will find that YouTube has a little more delay. Yeah, that's the thing. Uh-oh. Oh. Jiub, you ready? This guy has killed so many of our characters. Before we fight, let's have some grilled mushrooms. Brilliant. My speed is drained a little bit because I'm tired. Well, I napped, okay? That's all I can do for now. We'll go with a totem because that's the only thing powerful enough that I have. Where did it go? Okay, I'll put the totem. I was aiming for the floor, but I'm not sure that it didn't go, you know, below the bridge. There's a cliff racer over there. Blighted one. That would be good for us. There's something red over there. A blighted crib, I think. Okay. Now here's a totem. Jiub, commence attack on that idiot. I can Sure.
You will suffer greatly. You will suffer greatly. You will suffer greatly.
There we go. My totem has triggered and is now gone. Jiub, you're fighting or? Oh, oh, oh. That is all for the level 1 characters that you killed, Snowy. Not worth picking up. Shinies. Always worth picking up. Or money as well, I guess. Okay, before we go and light its creep, I don't like that. Let's do the mission. And then if we're still alive, not too tired, not too hungry, not too cold, you name it, then we can go and look for the cliff races around here. It's pretty dark in here. Always has been. Okay. Oh wow, he's already detected me. No point sneaking. Get stuck.
Run while you can.
Throwing stones at me, you bastard. That is part of 4NM and has been published as a separate mod as well. When NPCs, you know, in vanilla, when an NPC cannot reach you, they, because you're levitating or because you jumped on a roof, whatever you name it, they sort of look at you and shout insults, and that's it. Which is done with 4NM and or actually it's not an and. With 4NM or Ultra, is it? Ultra AI. With 4NM or Ultra AI, the NPCs are actually going to pick up rocks and throw them at you. So that limits that exploit quite a bit. And then you can snipe them, yes, you can take your time, just... Now they also throw things at you. They attack more, they don't stand. So this is really good on its own, or of course have 4NM gameplay overhaul. Not too sure about stealth, but you have the option, so that works. Yes, so it was one of the last showcases, I believe. You want it. It's good. Did I loot your stuff? Nothing. Okay, now I did kill this one quite easily, but my totem used quite a bit of magicka.
You make this too easy. You will suffer.
Jiub, do it! Jiub? Okay, wow. They're so weak. I mean, I'm level 9. Let's keep that in mind. You know, normally you go in there at level 1 and it's nasty, right? I enjoy not dying instantly. Like the noob that I usually am. Okay. And there was a light. Oh, paper. We need paper because we'll be writing our memoirs one day. Well, Jiub with, we're not sure. Look at that model. Oh, symphony weapons. Some of them too much. Ornate dwemerable. That is decidedly ornate. Like, for sure. Take the coin. That's the cog. I don't want it, but looking cool. Very cool. Okay, Jiub, you're all chameleon-y. That is good. We're gonna have to go and take on Boss Crito. The difficulty with Boss Crito is stronger than the other ones, and for me, the big problem is that there's no space to run about. High Towers, hello. Jiub challenge means that Jiub and ourselves, Jiub, his twin brother, we go around killing cliff racers, especially. There's a few rules. We cannot use enchantment and soul gems, but rather we don't use soul gems because Jiub is afraid of them. That's connected with what happens to him later on in Oblivion. And then we try to do quest and get better ever so slowly. Oh, and we have to dress the same way. Is there any limit on how many MWC mod one should have? Like, they'll eventually start to like the game in large number, asking for a friend. I mean, if Merlin is still around, he can answer that much better than I do. From what I've been told, they are a lot more efficient as Morrowind script would be. That they're a lot more efficient. They don't tend to like the game at all. And what if you have... Oh, I don't know. Absolutely. There's one thing that I do wonder. Something like that. Because with games, like, I know how to look at my plugins and to determine where there's a conflict and blah blah blah. With 4NM mods, I don't know. I just don't know. And I feel that we don't have any way to do that. For example, if I look at this one, I want it, right? They don't run every frame, true. This one is going to do that. I have another mod that does that. It's stealth enhanced. And it also looks at stealth, but apparently I can configure it. How... Is there a way for me to say, well, I'm gonna want this one to whatever load first, and then have Mort's mod, stealth enhanced or improved, sorry, that addresses a number of things but has different formulas and menus and things that I might prefer. So how do I make these two work? How do I give priority to one over the other? I don't know how, except Ashfall sometimes. I don't know how the game loads them. Are they loaded by whichever one is the newest one? Are they loaded in alphabetical order? I don't know. I just don't know. Do you? I would really like to know. Because apart from looking at the code and saying, oh, this line changes that, and that one changes this, I don't know how to make sure they don't one doesn't cancel the other or just break something. While you think about your answer, I'm gonna go on ahead and plan my attack on Boss Crito. MWC mods aren't loaded in any order, but individual events can be given a priority, so two mods that register the same event will fire in a certain order. What determines that order? Well, we'll listen to the Morrowind showcase song. The priority each mod's give it. So, yeah. So we are back to, you have to be able to understand the code to know exactly which mod does what and with what priority. I mean, for now, for people like me, the best thing you can do, and that you should do anyway, is really read the description of the mod and pay attention to the readme. That's the best we can do on the player side, on the non-Lua enlightened side. So if I have a mod that blocks the equip
Great.
event...
I'm sure you'll fit
Hi,
right
Tower,
in.
thank you so much for the follow. And another mod uses the equip event. If my priority is higher, the other mod won't fire. If my priority is lower, the other mod will fire, and then my mod will block it. I don't know, like you understand that a lot more. Do you think that eventually down the line we might need a tool to make sense of Lua mods? Like, you know, back in the day when Null started working on MWSC and we had the nightly build, and there were 3 mods. There was picking up the plants, I forgot the name, that then progressed to graphic herbalism, but it was easy, I forgot. There was the one to pick up the plants, there was the one, like there were 3 mods altogether. Oh, to limit the potion usage. I don't think you could make a tool that can figure that out. Okay. Well then, back to my previous recommendation, carefully read the README and don't install mods that may contradict one another. They mostly just work. They just work. Exactly. But you know, we were talking about a multi-patch, or rather I had a massive freak out about multi-patch that skips over some items, and for some reason especially wears items, and that's how the issue was discovered. No one, I mean Light Source was the one that looked into it, but no one thought to compare the latest version of the multi-patch and the old mashed list because it just works. And you don't really see in game that some items were skipped over and therefore they don't appear because you have so many things in your game. So yeah, it works. It works. We might be missing out on things. Not specifically with Lua mods though. Alright, Boss Crito. Boss Crito. To fight Boss Crito, I want to have a little more AR. Now I got all these stats about my character. AR 35. My encumbrance 69? How do you calculate that? I do extra damage, I like that. I can do 3 combos maximum. Now the combos is something that comes with 4M overhaul, and essentially every time you do an attack different than the previous one, you increase your combo point. I mean, I don't want to, let's combat, it's included in gameplay overhaul, but combat explains it more on the mod page. The fighting stances, that's what I told you about before. Global damage combo. To make combos, you need to quickly strike in different directions. Therefore, that's why I sort of move back and forth, left and right in combat, hoping that I get combos. I just know that if you don't move, nothing good happens. But I can't say, okay, I'm gonna go left, right, forward, left, right again. I can't do that. The more unpredictable your attacks, the higher combo rating. You have 2 seconds since the last hint to get a combo. Okay. The maximum combo rating depends on the skill of your weapon. My maximum combo rating is 3. The higher combo rating, the higher chance of crit and hit stun. So for me to make use of that in my game, I just make sure I move
Great.
in a random
I'm sure you'll fit right in.
fashion. Bokag18, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Play slots, guy. Win, earn, fake money. Do it. You want it. So I'm aware of that, but I can't make, during combat, I can't make conscious choices to make that happen. Just like I can't make conscious choices to make that happen. I was doing that, the ninja style, I was doing that with the escape slave run, because I was using a spear, and so for me it was quite easy to think, okay, I have a spear, my thrust damage is greater, and if I jump and do a thrust damage, I'm gonna do more damage. So I was doing that, but only because I had the spear and the two of them were the same thing, and so I could do that. That's fair. That's very fair. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be prettier that way. So, boss Quito. I'm still there, aren't I? So I've given myself a little bit of shield. Or I was about to. Maybe I did. I think I did. My totem spell is not gonna help me there. It's just too cramped. It's not gonna work. As it is, there's a pretty good chance that Jiub is gonna shoot arrows in my back in the first place. How am I doing with charges? None. I'm not allowed to use soul gem, so I can't recharge things myself. Armor 38. Are you much better? I mean, this has 0 rating, but it increases my attack. Maybe I should go for extra armor rather than extra attack. Maybe I could start with that. The moment your fatigue is at 0, you're essentially dead. But then again, I won't be using my fist. That's for me. Anything that would kill my enemy. I mean, I have my enchanted items. But that's not good enough. Okay, let's see. Maybe we're good enough to fight him. We're level 9 after all.
You make this too easy.
No, not when I'm about to start a fight. I'm going to continue. Not... Oh, you skeleton. Keep it up, Jiub. My stamina way down. If I get hit now, my fatigue will go to minus something. I'm gonna go down on my knees, and then he can just hack me off with that big axe he just took out. A big Dwemer axe. I have now taken a restore fatigue. However, I won't be able to drink another one for quite a few seconds. Don't kill Jiub. Don't kill Jiub. Wait, am I overburdened? I am not overburdened. Why can't I move? Oh crap, Jiub's dead anyway. I think this thing was blocking me. But anyway, Jiub's dead. I'm super slow. We have to try again. Because Jiub needs to survive. That's a nice one. That is quite a nice one. Alright. We did have the memory usage warning, so let's reload. How are you able to collect all the objects in the games if they never load in? Well, that could be a problem, right? Now, with wares, my hoarding fantasies are gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna take a good look at the model because I just saw it was different. Is that the last save I have? Didn't I do a quick save before going in? I'm stupid. Crap, I thought I had a quick save before going in Boss Clito's room. It's okay. It's okay. Have a good night, Light Source. It was lovely to see you again. And good luck with modding your game. And don't hesitate. PM me if you think there's something wonky with any of my mods. Okay, that is never a problem. Never. I think it was. Looking forward to the next time.
Under sun and sky.
Under sun and sky. Let's do this. I'm thinking I shouldn't waste my magicka on totems for these guys. However, it's always nice to see what's happening. Can you get stuck behind this? Sometimes they do.
You make this too easy. Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah. Really not worth wasting my my stamina and my magicka. Well, both. Alright. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Remind me to pick this up on the way out, assuming we, you know, survive. Good thing you don't have empty or absolutely nefarious new mod for the Dwemer puzzle box. Yes! I will. I think he's updated it. Check everything. Buy the divine. Okay, I have this one for the next permadeath, where you can pick a deity. For me, for a mod like that to be perfect, if I pick a Daedric deity, then I should not be able to join or to go very far with the temple, unless I pick, like, if I pick a good Daedra, then the temple is called with me. If I pick one of the bad Daedra, the temple should not let me go very far. They might let me join, but then, you know, for higher ranks, they would say, you're a Daedra worshipper. No. If I pick one of the Aedra, then maybe I should not be able to do quests for the Daedras because they are opposed. So I wish that besides the bonus that you get, I wish there was a restriction in the game. I mean, obviously, nothing is preventing me. Like if I pick whoever, if I pick one of the 9 divine, nothing is preventing me, or rather, I could tell myself, okay, since I am a member of the Imperial cult and I worship one of the 9, I will not do any Daedric quest. I can, but I tend to forget all of those things. The roleplay version, does the roleplay version simply add your belief without giving you any buff? In which case that works, but I really also like the idea of a buff. Hey Quicks, good morning, welcome on in. But anyway, using this one, also using that one, meaning finding the tax collector money is not that easy. Yay, that's right, look at that, Merlord. We influenced, we did. The Daedric offering I've also added in my game, though I haven't tested it. I think it's more for role-playing purposes, really. So if I am a Daedra worshipper, rather than teleport to the temple, I'm going to want to teleport to a shrine. And then with that, I would absolutely recommend this one. The code is OGs entirely, and with that, basically, you get the spell, Daedric Intervention. How do you get the spell? Yeah, you do any of the Daedric Prince quests. That's the way I did it. So from the moment you've done a favor to any of the Daedric Prince, you get the Daedric Intervention spell, and that takes you to the nearest Daedric shrine. So if you have that together with MTR's mod, when you're blighted or diseased or whatever, instead of using divine intervention, you use Daedric intervention, and you make an offering at the Daedric shrine, and voila. Tribunal eraser. Well, no, I won't use that. I like having the tribunal there, even if I don't play it. So I'm fine with that. And that's the new one. And change log. No change log. No change log. P.S. I hate this mod already. No, I know I will love hate it, but I'm fine with it, and it's been updated, so I'll take it. Anything to make the quest an actual quest again. And the bird signs. I picked something for the bird sign. I forgot what it was. So now the signs have essentially one constant buff. The Apprentice, weakness to magicka 50%. That feels like a lot. Anyway, some good stuff. Some good stuff for sure. Alright. And so we were supposed to kill Boss Crito. Now I remember we were trying to do that. And we need a better strategy. Otherwise, doing the same quest every time, you literally autopilot into right spots. Exactly. I mean, when I asked Murlord to do the Ajira scrolls, that was exactly it. Like, doing the quest was a formality. Like, from the moment you know where it is, it's just a formality. It's boring. You go, oh yeah, no, here you go. But now every time I have to go and look for them. And I kind of remember where the possible spots are. So for me, it's a little easier. The tax collector, I now know of 2 spots where the body can be found. And the one close to Balmora, between Balmora and Caldera with the skuma pipe, I know 2 spots as well. But it's just really cool. Like, the more you play, you go, aha! They could be there. So it is possible that eventually you'll know all the possible spawn spots, and maybe that day you can stop using the mod because it's not so interesting again. But still, it definitely helps. Boss Crito, how do I kill you without dying myself? You know, I have a small chance of casting that successfully. Maybe I should try it, because this power is amazing, but it's a bit too strong. Maybe I should try that. I failed. I failed. I'm failing quite a bit. I failed. But I'm quite comfortable about it. So, I guess there's that. It is true that my intelligence is not great. Having more intelligence would probably help me. But now we're completely out of magicka, so we'll have to make do differently. I don't want to use Jiub as a tank. That's not a good idea. Oh, how about this? Oh no! Didn't I have a ring that allowed me to summon Atronax? It was really nice. I just didn't have enough magicka for it. This one is going to give me weakness to shock and a shock damage spell at the cost of my speed. It should be a spell. Let's find out. Imperfect shock. Shock damage for 10 points, 3 seconds. So a total of 30 points. That's not bad. Especially since I would inflict also damage. And this one, assuming I have the magicka, it cannot fail. And that would be pretty good. What do I have for magicka? Nothing. Suppose I could try to rest a little bit. There's no one around me, I think. That gave me that gave me a little bit of magicka. Hey Marx, welcome back. I think we'll try that. I should be able to cast it 3 times. And then, like every 3 seconds basically. And then use my sword for the rest. And hope that Jiub doesn't get killed. It's a sound strategy. It's a very sound strategy. Yeah, kinda. My hair doesn't like to stay straight and too long, but you know how it is. Curly hair wants to straighten them, straight hair want them curly. Oh, that is some strong Earl Grey tea. It's been it's been brewing for, what time is it? It's been brewing for an hour and a half, so yes, it's quite strong. Your hair, is that what it is? Okay. This time I'm saving.
You make this too easy.
Jiub! You dumbass.
You make this too easy.
And now I failed the spell. Like I had to sort of cast it at my feet. Because stupid Jiub just walked right in front of my spell. You dum-dum. Jiub, how about you kill him, not the skeleton. Skeleton is just gonna go poof. Yeah, stamina. Okay, and then dead. Let's try again. Also, arrows at a skeleton, they go right through. I know, not a cappuccino, because this morning I had a coffee and so I didn't want to have a second one because in the afternoon I have a big block of 5 classes back to back and I will need the cappuccino as emotional support then. And so I'm not having one now. Now you know everything. Okay, let's wait a little bit. I ever so slowly, like really slowly, recover some magicka. When I'm sneaking, I'm resting. It also increases my stamina regeneration, but it's not an issue right now. And maybe I could use some of it to do that. And not be so broken. Just a little bit of speed now. A little more speed. 5 classes at 5 hours, yes. Okay. We are now healthy and I guess ready to go. Maybe let's get some of that. Why do I fail? I mean, what are 100%? There we go. I mean, I know why I failed, because this says 100%, and that's the vanilla calculation. But then with 4M, it takes into account the armor. Maybe I will have it somewhere here. There we go. Because of the armor I'm wearing, I have a -24 modifier to my cast chance. So even when it says 100, I'm not guaranteed success. Okay, Jiub, can you try to not get in the way of my spell?
The sun and sky. You make this too easy. You will suffer. You make this too easy. You will suffer.
Oh, the damage! I'm looking at my stamina because I'm like, you have to be good. I'm making sure Jiub is not in the way. Good. But of course there's the slight issue of dying. I do have heal self for 30 points, but 0 chance of success. Wow. Oh, because I have... I don't know. I have enough magicka for it, but 0 sense of... Okay. Wow, Boss Quito. Also, when did Boss Quito learn to summon a skeleton? Do I the totem is just too risky. Like, if I'm lucky, the totem is gonna hit him, Quito, I mean, and not Jiub or the skeleton. But that's really, really relying on luck. Protein muscle. Good day to you indeed. It is better to have loved and lost than never have to love at all. Okay, poetry. I mean, it is a lovely poem. Thank you for that. And we are, I think, we will continue to have a good stream. Welcome on in. Poetry. In the cruel, cruel world of Morrowind. Okay, how do I have this? Because you know what, if I have it, then I'll just use it.
Is there something you make this too easy?
Quito. I don't fear you, Quito. Keep your eyes on me, Quito. Jiub, I would rather you didn't look at the skeleton and kill Quito instead. Come on. And go poof. There we go. By the power of the mighty, mighty Daedric armor. Check this out. Ah, that's it. It's gone. It was short, but sweet. And now I cannot use it for another 24 plus hours. But still. It is quite something, right? That's what the symphony is. Some gorgeous, some over the top. I don't want the goblets. The axe though is quite valuable. Well, let's take a look at that cube. Oh wow, it's actually, you know, pulsating with power. I'm not too sure about the very vibrant purple. That doesn't feel very Dwemery. Dr. Octopus, that's the one. Yeah. He wants his armor back. But isn't it a good thing that I borrow it? Because while I borrow it, you know, he can't do anything and Spider-Man can catch a break. You're welcome, Spider-Man. I think... Oh, wow. Glows in the dark too. Now that is high-tech. Oh. No, he did not pass out. He died. I just quick saved. Other quick save. Can I just tell Jiub to wait outside while I do the heavy lifting? Is that a possibility? Please? Just... How about that? What do you think, guys? Jiub is tired. How are you feeling, Jiub? Yes, you're tired. You're gonna just stay there. Stand guard. It's a very important mission for you, Jiub.
Under sun and sky.
Absolutely, under sun
greet
and
you
sky.
warmly.
That's right. And now I'm gonna do the stuff.
You make this too easy.
Right, there we go. I would rather not
Make
get...
this too
Ow!
easy.
Ow! 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 Come on, super duper armor. I mean... I get some armor. It's not entirely OP, is it?
Ah, yes.
Maybe I
we've been
do need
expecting
Jiub
you.
to distract the skeleton. Vlusk PvE, welcome on in. Do I need Jiub to help me? Maybe. Yes, Jiub. So, do I give you another chance? Do I have a way of killing this guy faster? Maybe if I use my spell on top of everything? That's a really, really cute emote. Alright, Jiub, we're gonna do things. I do need to learn, failed again. I do need to learn, come on. I do need to learn shield on target so that I can shield Jiub. That'd probably be a good idea. Get some extra shield with that. I never remember to use that. Okay.
Under sun. You make this too easy. We greet you warmly. You make this too easy.
Okay, I have cast a spell at him. He's got his skelly.
What?
Oh! Oh, we did it! And Jiub is alive. GG us. So you're allowed to take another quick look at my armor. Alright, let me scroll down. There we go. Well done, Jiub. I knew you had it in you. Okay, coins we like because they're light. Dwemer puzzle box acquired. I will take the time to pick up the coins. Light and valuable. We want. The rest, not so much. Chaos Casadis will be proud of us. Let's not forget this lovely spear that we won't be able to use, but We totally deserve a drink after that. Give me Flint. We're tipsy. That's alright. That's alright to be tipsy. We deserved it. And Jiub is sober, so he will make sure we don't fall off to our death. No, come on. I was just kidding about the falling off. This way. Thank you. I will not protein muscles. I do appreciate the offer. It's flattering. But I will not. It is a cruel, cruel world. Uh-oh. Lighted squib. And it's the one with the gruesome animation where... Bleh. You still fighting, Jiub? Oh, Cliff Racer. Of course. Huh. That Cliff Racer died funny. Well done, Jiub. True to his legend. Any other while we're here? I think we saw a blighted one somewhere. What are you? A bat. Not as interesting. Here, there, I see. What sort of Cliff Racer are you? Maybe not an aggressive one, actually. As opposed to this one. Come on. This one was blighted. Yes. Which I believe... Oh no, we need one more. Or maybe it takes a bit of time for the script to run. Any other blighted Cliff Racer? It's good, at night you can see them. Uh-oh. Palette. Lighted Cliff Racers. Not seeing any. Let's go. Still. It's good we killed that one. There. There's our next blighted Cliff Racer. And it's seen us. And it got stuck. Meaning I might. Of course. Just let me try something. No, I still failed casting a spell that should not fail. I only have a -9 modifier. That. -14. Taking... Oh, because... because encumbrance has an important part with success. Okay, Jiub, do something. Because right now I'm naked. Jiub, are you fighting the Cliff Racer or running around in circle? Don't run away, Cliff Racer. Do not. Come on. Crap, it's on touch, isn't it? It's on freaking touch. Target. Oh, that's right, Jiub. Do your thing. That Cliff Racer was moonwalking, I think. That's the nearest thing I can think of. Okay. Straight to Balmora, nothing will distract me now. Nothing but the thing that just one-shot me in the dark. But apart from that... Crap, what was it? What was it even? Yes, I want to load my autosave. Was I injured? I was not. I was at full health. Okay, granted I was not wearing any armor, so we'll put that back on. Something one-shot me in the dark. How cowardly. Sneaky assassin, that could be it. Also, don't want that. Definitely want this and a little bit of extra health. And the game crashed. Morrowind, what do you do to me? What do you do to me, Morrowind? It's a roller coaster of emotions. Between fright, frustration, excitement, elation, confusion also at times. Jeez. Let's do that again. We can do this. It wasn't a bat. A bat would hurt me, but not one-shot me. Another blighted cliff racer? Because they have that projectile thingy, and that is super painful. Let's find out.
You will suffer.
Jiub, kill the bat. Of course, I am now diseased. What else is new? The bat is dead. There is a cliff racer there. Missed. Jiub, kill it. Well done. Okay. Still have my armor on. Let's keep it that way. Wow. The people didn't lie. They really are everywhere. Come on. Out of charges. Do I have another one? And another cliff racer down. I mean, what I really should do, and I guess I'll do it.
You talk too much, Outlander.
I should get rid of the bodies so that they can respawn later on. Of course, I'm gonna catch all kinds of diseases. But it is for an important cause. The cause of respawning them until they die. I won't be able to do anything with those though. Right. Do you think we will be able to make it back safely this time? Ashwood Blight. Well, of course. Why not? We'll go to the temple, pray a little bit. This is where I got one-shotted by something. Just in case I get a weapon out. seeing anything. Okay. Let's assume we're safe and we can do it. You talk too much, Jiub. Well, he never says anything interesting. Oh, I have to do the talking for 2, okay? That's the weird the weird dynamics of our duo. So to the Fighters Guild we go. And you know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We will deserve to sleep. Athletics 46. Keep it up, keep it up. Hey, we did level up to level 10. I did not realize. I did not realize. That is good. Maybe I should just let some time pass so that Jiub levels up as well. Hopefully he'll agree to talk to me. I know I'm diseased. Everyone is gonna be super unpleasant. Jiub and Jiub are the narrators and Tyler Durden from Fight Club. Actually one person. That could be what's happening. Favor. Yes, that's done. Tell me everything about the 6th house and the references in the Nerevarine. And what about House Dagoth? You're happy with the favor I did? And the puzzle box? Good. Who is Dagoth or? What about the current events? Now I have done everything. Abilities. Can I pick one? It's nothing. Oh, you hate me. But yeah, you really do hate me. I'll be back. Okay. Let's go to the temple and heal up. Oh. Ugh. Okay. What? I have just 2 diseases. You can see my skin looking all, well, diseased. But also my bling, that's more important. Ugh, okay, we get it, people. You think I look worse. You know, I could talk to them until they get blighted. How would they feel about that? Would they look in the mirror and go, ugh? However, I am not an evil person. Therefore, I shall seek treatment at the temple.
What, Enwa?
Oh, side effect of the blight, I think. Not sure. Side effect of not having coffee, also possible. Jiub, get close, because I think you can... Yes. That's not what I wanted. Thank you, Telesia. Apparently I had a disease. Do I also have a blight disease? And now cure my... Okay. We are now perfectly healthy. Isn't that great? Also that, Vlask, that works. Okay. Also, I need to remember to use that. Essentially, I should spam this thing all the time so that I always have some blight resistance. Or at least, okay, let's... I'm not gonna cast it every minute. I'll never remember to do that anyway. But when I want to loot a corpse, at the very least, I should then cast it. Okay. We are now healthy. We can... Oh.
If you are right,
can you give me my... Yes.
Today.
Ability. It's a matter of trust. Oh, come on, lady. Come on, lady, you like me, you know it. Let's do that. And then get really good at speechcraft. See how you like me now. Is that enough to tell me about my new abilities? Yes, I can see that you are growing in competence. Tell me, where do you think your skills will take you in the future? So get abilities. I can choose to have mental discipline where I have greater magicka. That would be good because I always run out of magicka. And spell absorption, also quite nice. Or toughness, restore fatigue and feather. With 4 NM, really 20 points of feather makes a difference. Did you see when I removed my backpack? Actually, let me think about it, lady. Right now, my cast chance modifier is -25 because I'm wearing all kinds of armor. If I take this off, you go, oh, that's armor. That should increase, or actually that should reduce the debuff I have to my casting chance. But it also gives me feather. Without it, I'm like half burdened and all my stats become worse. Not to mention that the moment I run and jump a little bit, being overburdened, I drain all of my stamina in an instant. Let's recover quickly.
Forget tomorrow. If you are right, act today.
Okay. Whereas, so -29, my chance of my cast success is lower. If I have this on and my encumbrance is not as great, then everything is better. And even when I run and jump around, it still goes down, but it's not as bad.
And all else
I'm still quite heavy. When your inventory is nearly empty, then you go so fast. And that's what happens to NPCs, because NPCs have only what they have on their backs most of the time. And that's why they're so incredibly fast. I'm gonna need to unload quite a few things. I'm carrying way too much right now. I used to have a pack rat. No, a pack war that was carrying all my stuff. Maybe I should look into taming another one. Maybe. You need to disappear. Gosh. Have a good day, Telesia. Thank you for stopping by. So that whole thing to say, oh yes, do you have more duties for me? You do not have. Okay, good. Of course.
Forget tomorrow. If you are right, act today.
We will. Whenever I get a stack of resumes, I immediately throw half of them in the trash. I don't want unlucky people working in our department. Blackbird, is that the way it works? Is that really the way it works? Abilities. Right. So, this looks really nice. However, 20 points of feather actually has an effect on all kinds of things. Sanctuary, resist weapons, swift swim, reflect. I still like mental discipline quite a bit. Let's see if we have other interesting things like powers. Bound armor, summon bone lord. These are powers, so that's once a day. Familiar. Not sure what you summon as camp. I'm not sure. APG demon, hello, welcome on in. Resistances. 10 points of whatever resistance I choose. I think that's a little underpowered compared to the others. I think. And you know, Magicka resistance, it's sort of a double-edged thing. The last thing, okay, I'm going for abilities. And it's either going to, I think I'll go for mental. Extra Magicka is good, and spell absorption, well, it's good too. We can go to a shrine and get, actually, let's test that theory. I don't know that I get enough to actually absorb a lot. But anyway, we absorbed some of it, that's good. Our maximum magicka was 151, it's 168. That is good. We just need more. Would you
Do what is
sell
right, and all else
restore
shall follow.
magicka potions actually? So I always need those. You do not have any. How about health? You have some good ones. Bargain is not good. Cheap, not great. Not great. Sure is. Fair enough. Fair enough. We are healed, healthy, and we can report our success to Caius Cossatus. So, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, with this character, we are Jiub, and so our number one goal is to get rid of the cliff racers. We're also collecting papers to write our memoirs. A few things connected with what we know about Jiub in the lore.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
And Hefty Flames, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. But we've had a lot of diseases problems. Like we get diseased all the time. And so I've decided,
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
finally, we're level 10, so we've been at it for a while. But finally I've decided to do part of the main quest and to do enough of it that we get the blight and corpus and disease immunity. We need it. I've spent too much time healing myself, curing myself, and we have mods that actually spread the diseases from NPCs to NPC to creature to plant. So it's a nightmare. We do have a serious raging epidemic in the game. As if, you know, real life was not enough. So, you looked at the notes, and now you want me to go and talk to Sean. She's afraid of the temple for reasons unknown. Let's just exhaust the topic option so it's all pretty and grey. There we go. Alright, go and talk to Sean. Momo, good evening to you. And welcome back. Now, I do carry a bunch of things. Ingredients, I will drop them at home. And then my camping stuff. We need to find a guar. And I'll try, I promise, I will try to keep the guar alive. The previous one really died because, you know, blight diseases. Love those. Absolutely love those.
Care to tell me what this is about?
Mage's Guild, here we go. Did I have quest for you? I mean, I'll take the quest. The two of them. I think that's it. Now, and collect the guild dues. If we're in the neighborhood, why not? Hello, Sean. So, something you want me to do. You want me to find the skull of Level Londrano in his tomb. That sounds a lot like necromancy, but you say you're not a necromancer. Why, okay.
Strength is a virtue, friend.
If you say so. Would you think Ajira has some Restore Magicka potions? Yes. It cost 40, she wants 78 for it. You know what, Ajira, I like you.
Special need.
Give you the 78. Good. So we're a little bit on autopilot with those because beginning of the main quest.
Yes, Outlander?
It's a ring. I was wondering what she had. It's a fancy, extravagant gloves and a ring on top.
Care to tell me what this is about?
No, nothing. Nothing to talk about, lady. And let's not forget that a few minutes ago when I walked past, she was like, ugh. And now she's like, hey, wanna chat? No. Home sweet home. We're going to put all our ingredients, all our potions. There we go. And just like that, I've sorted most of everything into containers. Alright, potions. It might be wise to not keep everything as Kuma. I mean, how are you doing, Jiub? Jiub has been doing great fighting his Kuma addiction, I think. Like, he hasn't asked for any. I think it's fine. I always have difficulty finding Restore Magicka on Vardenfell. Mainland has lots though. Well, I think it's because you're right. The number of Restore Magicka potions in the base game, there's not a lot of them. But then in the base game, alchemy is completely OP, so most people would work on their alchemy, so they make their own potion. But anyway, because there was a shortage of Restore Magicka potions, I think TR sort of, maybe almost not consciously, added more Magicka potions. And then remember that they started with a Telvanni area with lots of mages, so it would make sense that Restore Magicka potions are more or less readily available. So that's one of the things that is easier to find in TR. Otherwise, I find the shopping experience in TR really disappointing. That is, until you install wares. Then it gets all better. But anyway, I think what I'm gonna do... Racer bolts. You know what, let's just sell them. I'm not gonna make a fortune out of them because... I just want to... I'm gonna store the things that I know I want to keep. Blind on target. I think I'll sell that. Blind on touch. I'll sell that. That's my usual enchanted rings that I keep. This one I actually should wear it. Keep that. Keep that. That saves our life. Untouched. I'm selling it and I'm tired. A number of times I was like, oh yeah, let's use that, and I completely mucked it up because it was untouched. Okay, keeping that and that and that and that and that and that and that. I'm essentially dropping the things that that I don't want to sell, and we'll go to Pelagiad real quick. I guess in the morning, because it's 2 o'clock right now. We'll go to Pelagiad in the morning, have a lovely breakfast at the inn. You know, that will change us from our grilled mushrooms that we eat while traveling. And then sell everything we don't want to keep. I mean, maybe we should keep some stuff on ourselves. All right. Potion-wise, selling that, selling that. Bargain reflection. I'm never gonna use it. That, yes. Possibly. Guar milk, great for breakfast. Morrowind beer, though. We're not super keen on booze. This can be quite useful. Restore strength. We know why. Fighting bone walkers. Enough said. Alright, these I don't want to sell. Ingredients. I really don't want to sell any. In fact, if anything, we will have to take some of them with us. Books. can sell a short history, yes. This we keep. It was a quest item I want to keep. Scrolls. I've collected a lot of disgusting things, so we're keeping the notes. Defective. Mark and recall. Okay, I think we'll sell that. That could be useful. That could be useful. Definitely useful. Oh, 10 seconds. Like any sort of enchantment or scroll that lasts 10 seconds. Like I talked about how quick combat is, especially with 4 NM. 10 seconds is a lot of time. Or rather, that's not what I want to say. It's gonna take me some 3 seconds to successfully cast something that is only gonna last 10 seconds. I feel that the time it takes to cast is not worthwhile. So no. That is untouched, so no. These are useful, we keep them. I usually did alchemy. My last playthrough I didn't level it and I used the Atronach sign. It was tough. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Did you I don't need soul gems. Did you use the temple, the shrines to heal up? Like to restore? And your summons, probably. Do I want to make arrows? We might. We'll do that afterwards. I don't have an awful lot to sell. You know what? Jiub. You can stay home. You can relax. There you go. That's right. I'm gonna go quickly to my bastion and you used the shrine and you stole from the Mages Guild. So much better than making potions. But you know, I like that. Setting rules for your character. That's something I'm all about. The magical mushrooms from birds. I know they're not extremely vanilla friendly. But I don't care. I think they're pretty and I like to use them. Every once in a while. My bastion hands. That's something. I'm a sleeper. You're a sleeper. Good for you. Yes. And now we have a little bit of clean water. We're in luck. Meb was up. I'm guessing he's just doing inventory or something. Counting his money late at night. I'm gonna use all of my spells to make myself more likable.
Don't press your luck.
I'm not pressing my luck. Let's take off the Qatar weapon. It's a bit threatening when I go. He might not like that very much. So. And then I want. It's 20 seconds, 5 seconds. Alright. Now I am the most persuasive I have ever been. And a little bit of speechcraft, I like that. Can we go higher than 68? Come on, we should be able to get to 70, a little more. 72. Come on, I know you can do 72 or more. 74. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's not be overly greedy because that has never worked for us before. Okay, I wish to sell things to you. And that's already a bit more than what you have, actually. I'm not gonna be greedy with the money. So I have a number of things to sell for a grand total of 500 centimes. Meaning we can probably buy something worth 200. How about we give an offhand weapon to Jiub as well? 1020. The enchantment is about the same. I mean, do you have useful things like restore magicka potion? No. Cure blight and disease potion. No. You don't have an awful lot, do you? And watch me die, hello! So many spells. We do have a few spells, and I'm so thankful that we can actually, you know, search through them easily. Alright, do you have anything interesting? A reinforced steel sight. We should give Jiub an offhand weapon, really, but you see the prices? This is a bit better, actually. Maybe we can get him an offhand weapon. So we both have the same. It's one of the rules. We already have a cushion, so I'm good. I could get an extra cover for my tent. Right now he's got no money, so we need to buy things to make up for the amount. So maybe a tent. A poison caltrop. Ooh, but you're so expensive. Oh, but I want to try it. Okay, we're investing in a poison caltrop. Zero, welcome. Welcome back, Zero.
Happy to oblige.
Happy to oblige. And look at that, my inventory is now empty. And I can go so fast. Obviously, it's not Boots of Blinding Speed fast. But it's definitely more. Maybe more, 58. Anyway, it's more than when I'm carrying stuff, okay? So I didn't get an offhand weapon for Jiub. I have a poison caltrop. I am going to make a proper save to test it, because I have no idea. I kind of assume that I drop it on the floor, and when enemies walk by, they, you know, trigger the trap. I am not completely sure. Oh, come on, God. But we want to see it. I'm not completely sure that it triggers only with enemies or with anyone. It might be only with enemies. Where's my poison caltrop? Well, there it is. So I'm gonna do something really bad. Don't do that in your game. Oh, bummer. I don't have any charge or any of my rings. I just want to aggro that guard. Just a terrible idea. Murdercrats, welcome back. It's here. I guess I'll have to bring an enemy to this area and find out what happens. Okay, it's night time. Usually, during the night, we are plagued with bats. Okay, Scribby, come with me. Keep going. Keep going, little Scrib. It's an experiment, okay? 7th Monday, hello. Scribby, don't give up. That's right. You can do it. That's one angry little Scrib. There it is, there it is.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god.
Where is the
How can you kill a god? Shame on you.
No cascade.
Don't crap, I'm terrible. Don't describe bullets. We're testing something, okay? It's for science. I dropped somewhere a caltrop. Are you stupid Imperial Guard? If only I... Wow, it's so hard to see. Where did I drop it? Just looking here. Hoping to aggro or see the guard walk by. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the scrib has walked over it, don't you think? I think it has. Anyway, Null, welcome back. Even though you caught me in the terrible act of having punched a scrib, I didn't kill it though, okay? I really, really didn't. I know it looks just so... Ugh. So gross. I let it to its death, I did. We're testing something. It's important.
Shame.
Indeed. We don't really have the...
Shame. Shame.
No, there used to be a GIF playing with that. I will reload and it will have never happened, okay? Pirol, you're asking what I think about Skywind. I think it's an extremely interesting project. I think I like a lot of what I've seen in terms of their concept art and their new models. So it's very, very exciting. I kind of predict that when I play it, I will want to go back to Morrowind, but that's because I know and love Morrowind so much. However, for... Is my armor 411? My base 410? How did that happen? When does that happen? Did I get some... I got some frost shield. I have 7 points of shield. That doesn't feel right. But okay, I mean, sure. But like that. Let's keep it that way. So yes, for someone who has primarily played Skyrim and would like to experience Morrowind, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good experience. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That looks really weird. Because I didn't have that before, I can promise you that much. I was one shot by I don't know what in the night. And I was at full health, which is not a lot, admittedly. I don't know what's happening there. But I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. So Skyrim, very exciting. I don't think it will be for me because I'm a diehard fan of Morrowind and I will make the comparison between the two very much, but who knows? If maybe the additional stability and well, the engine is somewhat more powerful. I will try it, and I will try it with an open mind. We'll see. I don't know that it's actually base armor because it has, you know, we were looking at that before, things where I have 100% chance of success with 4NM calculations. I actually don't. So it might be not what we know as AR. Anyway, my caltrop didn't work, I think. Did I even pick it up? I didn't. That's dumb. How am I supposed to find it again? Yes, I did. Here. It's so tiny. It doesn't work. I'm gonna have to remove it from the Assassin's Arsenal. Only way to like both is to take them as completely different games. That would be ideal, but I'm not sure I can. Like if like many people I had played Morrowind, you know, nearly 20 years ago, I played it, I did the main quest, good, I'm done. And then I see Skywind, where with a more modern engine and presumably better looking game, I get to play the game again. Sure, but for us people that have been playing Morrowind or modding it or creating mods for nearly 20 years, it's really, really hard to just say, okay, this is a different game. It's Fargoth, but it's not Fargoth. It's got nothing to do with Fargoth. This is a different Fargoth. It's really, really hard. I'm watching at 480 today and I can actually read the text. Ta-da! Because Skywind will be like heavily modded Skyrim with Morrowind skin. Like even the models are quite different. Okay, friendly NPCs do not trigger the caltrop.
You make this too easy.
Nor do aggressive NPCs as far as I can tell. Ooh, funny lighting. So that caltrop was a big waste of money. Okay, and I'm dead. One shot. See, I don't have 411 AR because a guard would not one-shot me like that. Okay, so caltrops are no go. I'm gonna have to remove them, or at least look at the script. I left them because I really like the idea of being able to set up traps. But if that's not a thing, then what's the point? Well, people of Pelagiad, please be careful. There is a trap set somewhere in your village. I don't know exactly where it is. It usually doesn't trigger, but be cautious anyway. And I'm done. Lady, hey, it's been a while. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Skywind is definitely primarily for fans. Skywind fans of Skyrim, not Morrowind. I think so, yes. I think it will allow people who love Skyrim to experience the story of Morrowind. But for people who love Morrowind, to give them a chance to experience the Skyrim engine, well, we don't need oh my goodness, we don't need Skywind to do that, if that makes sense. I won't try it again, so I hope you got it. Anyway, it's not like us Morrowind fans are hurting for new content. No, we really are not. Tamriel rebuild, Project Tamriel or Planet Tamriel? Project Tamriel. And all the fancy new mods, yeah, like we basically have too many things to do with Morrowind right now. I wish that the Nexus would stop working for a whole 2 weeks, and during that time you would have no choice but to not download new mods. Do you think that Aguar likes canned flowers? Unfortunately, I don't see anything else to harvest now. I am not sure that Guars are gonna like flowers. But I'll try. Hello, Guar. I'll be back with something that you might like. It's a Guar. Chthonian, thank you so much for the host. Welcome on in, everyone. How you doing, Chthonian? And what were you playing? Did the chat? Oh, Fallout 4. Back to the classics, I see. Welcome on in, everyone. We're playing Morrowind. which is just a little bit older than Fallout 4. But still pretty modded, because we like to mod. And right now we are doing a Jiub challenge. We are Jiub. We are with our brother Jiub, and our mission is to get rid of the cliff races of Vardenfell, basically. AMB2D, I recently discovered Arctwent. Too bad it doesn't have a proper English translation. Are you entirely sure about that? I mean, okay, you said proper, so that might be the key word there. Because I'm fairly certain there is a translation. Also, the same team made... Will I be able... I won't be able to remember the name because that's just... It's just not me. But the same team... I'll try to find it again. But where would I have that? I would have that on my hard disk. And it would be in my older games. And... it would be... I don't think I had a special folder for total conversions. I should have. Because now I can't find it. Anyone remembers the name, the other total conversion that the same team that did Arctwent, the other one and the other one? Oh my god. Oh my god. And Daryl is a Skyrim? Nerim, thank you. They actually made 2 total conversions of Morrowind. That's my gameplay mods, loot mod, house mods, NPC mods, Peep My Shrine mod. It's just Peep My Shrine is its own category apparently. Replacer mods, resources. Aha! MA. There we go. Miar Aranas. There we go. Miar Aranas is the other total conversion that they did. It is in English, and then Neb actually improved that. He also translated all the books. That's the one. There might be a translation for Arctwent as well. But games can be same as your favorite food, maybe like strawberry cake mousse, but you can still enjoy other dishes too. Oh, definitely, Chris. That's exactly why I said that I will try Skywind with an open mind, and I'm hoping I will enjoy it. I really suspect it will make me want to play Morrowind, simply because when playing Skyrim. When I first tried the Dragon Ball DLC, I went to Solstheim, and I was so pleased, like happy to go, oh, it's a trauma route, and to recognize the architecture, and I found the last Sill Strider, and I absolutely loved it, and it made me want to play, like literally minutes after that, I booted Morrowind. So it might be different. John Mosugar did an updated version of an earlier English translation, and it's on the Nexus. All right. AMB, that might be the one you saw and is not proper. But that was it. So that's the one. In the meanwhile, guys, we were in the process of calling it a night. Yes, and I'm gonna do something because I am now level 10. Jiub, you are what? You're level 7. Come on, Jiub, you've been slacking off. Let's try something. I'm gonna sleep for a day. I know, it's not a good idea. I'll be hungry, I'll be thirsty, but there you go. The way the level up is handled for companions is that he levels up to my level -1, and every 24 hours, because he's been with you, training with you, he increases level. But because we load, like when we load, that interrupts the cycle basically. So I'm gonna sleep another 24 hours. He's now level 8. He can level up one more time. So we'll do that. Solstheim certainly plays on nostalgia notes. I think the whole of Morrowind. So I'm feeling when Sujamma laying around, it's nice. It's nice to see bits of your favorite game in another game that you also enjoy, but it's not the same. Another 24 hours. I don't know why the music is super hyped for that. Will he level up? Will he? Will he? Yes! Jiub is now level 9 and we can go and pick up our profit from our inn. We're super excited about that, as you can hear. Do I have any other cooked food? Yes. Cooked trauma root. Now don't be afraid. When you cook the trauma root, it softens so it doesn't hurt to eat it. And I have nothing else cooked. Maybe some scuttle somewhere? There we go. Then we can actually take the potions that we want to use in our travel. Oh, 45. I didn't want to keep that. This, I need to use them up. And then I'm gonna take a quality one. If I'm in a fight and I really need to heal up, like quick, that's what I'll use. Intense music for 2 days sleeping, exactly. I'm kind of surprised 4NM and Ashfall play nicely together. Yeah, why are you surprised? There's no, like, I've run them together from the start, so they don't really do the same thing, even. This is from 4NM. Does 4NM now include 4NM alchemy and the inability to drink extra potions? I forgot. Ashfall basically plays with almost everything. That is true too. That is also true. So let's check. Do I have any Magicka potion? I have a Magicka potion. They both manage your stats somewhat manually. True. True. I mean, 4NM is not gonna... It's going to damage your attributes. But I don't think it directly changes your maximum, your health, stamina, and fatigue, and maximum for each of those. But you do get damage attributes a lot. So very often all of these are reds, and it has various sources and reason. I think I'm gonna sleep now. No problem, Soka Cat. Have a good night. Rest well, and I'll see you maybe this weekend. Crash. $95. My Guar is going to love that. Okay, any books I need? No. Any scrolls I need? Tome of Healing is useful. Restore health, can serve life. Extra barrier, why not? Take a couple of these because my security sucks. You never know. Nah. Yes, unfortunately. Why not? I don't want any soul gems. How are you doing with arrows, Jiub? Oh crap, you are not. You got 19 here. Okay. We need to make arrows for Jiub. And the way we do that, we want a whole bunch of racer plumes. And then ingredients that work, we have fire salts, any kinds of salt. I don't know that ash salt works, we'll test. And scrap metal. but I may have used that up. What else is used? I'm not sure. Abbott mixed it with Numb, then he had some interesting cases with both applying buff and debuff. Yeah, because Abbott wants to keep a number of things from Numb. Like with Foods of Tamriel, I kept the Numb food and the oven, but that's it. And the shops. But Abbott also want the stamina scripts, the drunk, like alcohol scripts. That's mostly those two. So he's merged them, and yes, he has to deal with two hunger mechanisms. That makes the game a little more challenging, at least in that respect. Alright, Jiub, we're gonna make you some arrows and stuff. Ah, poison, of course. I have loads of mushrooms. Scrap metal, frosh salt. Okay. Ash salt wouldn't make any sort of arrow. But mushroom is just the most convenient of all. So, whatever. Don't want that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Luminous Rusula, here we go. Luminous and Violet Corpus. Oh, only have a few of these. But that should be enough to give Jiub a whole bunch of arrows. Okay, Jiub, please watch, pay attention as I make you arrows so you can learn to make them yourself. Fletching increases. And I've run out of Violet Corpus. But 100 shiny arrows. Enjoy, Jiub. Enjoy. That's why. It's because I actually, and I was gonna say, you know what, these, I don't want to go back. I'm just going to plop them on the table, and that's exactly what I did with the Violet Corpus. Mystery solved. Lockpicks. I did store a whole bunch of things here, and I want to keep all of them. Encumbrance is still good, and let's not forget that we're gonna tame a Guar right now. It's gonna take a little bit of time until my Guar trusts me enough to put a pack on its back. Yeah, I will remove that track for sure. Oh crap, are you a scripted one? You're not. You can feed the Guar with Crush Fiber. Is it that you can't tame a Guar with Crush Fiber? I honestly do not remember. I don't think the Guar will care for flowers. Maybe some Kumberry?
You will suffer.
That was my stomach. What is it? A bat? It will stay there. Okay, Guar. How'd you like Kumberry? Would that work for you? No. Maybe the Guar is aware of the fact that I have lost a couple of Guars already. I thought so as well, but I have, or did I not successfully? Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, we now have a much lighter inventory. We've rested. We're a little hungry. And I did say that we would treat ourselves to a lovely, lovely breakfast in Pelagiad. So let's do that. And the whole reason why we came here, by the way, is to get the skull. So I have to remember to do that. Light is just 2. Thanks to Derek with the new marksman video, I discovered that NY Shooter does the same thing. Yes, we talked about that on stream at some point. We looked at the video. So same thing. I will, with the new version, I will change pincushion for axe mod. And the fact that you can also, when you become a master, you can actually shoot a volley of arrow, that is pretty cool. Of course, in permadeath, I will probably never come to the point where I can do that. And a hot meal, please. Tasty soup. I'm still hungry? How can I be still hungry? Just had a whole stew. I guess I wanted a bit of scuttle to top it off.
What do you want?
I don't have. I would need some wick wheat, some corn, and some yeast. It's pretty shiny. So yeah. And also, when we talked about it, I reread the description of Merlord's mod for Marksman, and it's fine because they do different things. So you can have Merlord Marksman, might not be overhaul, but Merlord Marksman mod. You can have Axe, NY Shooters, and they work fine together. And pincushion is not required anymore. So
Hurry
pretty
this
good.
up, will you?
All right, we've had breakfast. We're ready to go. Have a drink. Top this up. Yes, you're a sleeper. You mentioned already. I know we've started the main quest, but we're not that interested, I guess. Skull. All we want is get to the point where we become immune to diseases, because I am, for one, really fed up with the whole being diseased all the time thing. I'm gonna jump for a little bit to reduce my social tiredness, I guess. This is something from a 4NM, which I believe you might have from the individual mod 4NM training. I don't want to say something wrong, so let's look it up. 4NM training. Oh, is it just that? Then maybe not. He included that later on. But this is already something in effect. You can see when I cast a spell that is sure to succeed, I get 0.12 experience or progress towards my skill, which means that I would have to cast that easy spell 10 times to get 1%, and then you can do the math. So if you're like really intent on cheesing that, sure, go for it. But if you really want to increase your skill, if you want to level up your skill, you will want to cast a spell that is more difficult to cast so that you get more experience from it, and that makes perfect sense. This one is also included in 4NM, and I quite like it. A lot of people find that trainers can really break the game, right? Because money is easy to get by. And then if you have, I don't know, 10,000 from, I don't know, a soul gem you found in, I don't know, a mage's guild. With 10,000, you can go from level 1 to level 5 fairly easily. So with 4NM and the smaller one, 4NM training, every time you level up, you get a skill point, and you are limited to how many training sessions you can have per level. So you can still train, but you can't level up purely on trainers and money, essentially. Tons of amazing, yeah, like playing, honestly, with the mods we've had, I'm really looking forward to playing as a thief, because that's going to be good. Hey, good morning, Delina. Playing as a thief is going to be So much fun. Playing as an archer, much better. And then even playing as a warrior, where you have those slamming attack that we looked at before. This and dash. This is charge, slam, dash, and what's the other one? Round attack. When you spin around. All of these make classes that are not a mage, because let's face it, most people prefer playing as a mage because it's a little OP, more fun. You can make your spells, it's great. Anyway, playing something that is not a mage is going to be even more fun now. You feel like such a traitor. Nah, it's not like that. How you doing, Denina? But why was I thinking about it? Why were we talking about trainers? We were talking about training. And I was wondering if the feature was there. Extremely not bad. I guess that works. I'm fine. I'm hungry though. What is the time? Oh, it's 12. That explains it. Haven't had breakfast. I've had a cup of tea. And that doesn't keep my tummy full like a cappuccino would. Why was I looking at this mod? What was I doing? Maybe that will help. I was about to go in the tomb, so that's not why. Anyone remembers why we started talking about training? Marksman, gnome, stealth archer. Crap, I forgot. There was a particular feature about training that I wanted to see whether it was included in there or not. So the magic, sure. The trainers, sure. Athletics based on, well, that's different calculation. Skill points. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. But we did level up, meaning we might have new perk points. What is the menu? F2. That's good. I have 2 perk points to spend, actually. Something about taking a cooldown or something. Crap, I can't remember. I mean, there's the cooldown with the enchanted items, which I like. That's an MCP feature, but that's definitely not what I had in mind. Training and cooldown. You know what? It will come back to me at some point. Most likely, talking to NPCs. Talking to NPCs and cooldown. 4NM fixes the taunt exploit. I know, because I tried it. I'm so sorry. That's my brain goes from one thing to another very quickly. Not because my brain is very quick, but because I just go from one idea to the next. Oh well. Oh well. So we have 2 points. Ooh, can I select a class already? I have 10 legendary points. And how many do I need? 15? I guess. Yeah, I guess I need more. That is something. The perk system, I honestly don't think that Axe is going to separate that from 4NM. To be fair, the first version of perks actually exists, and I use it when I don't have 4NM. I use it. This is what it is. And it has the different classes. It has the legendary points. This is not very doesn't explain a lot, but essentially they're here. You have all of these classes, and these are the basic ones right here in the center. And then as you level up and you get legendary points, you get legendary points for completing major quests as well, not just by leveling up. And then you go, okay, I'm a fighter. As a fighter, when I get more legendary points, I have the choice between 4, 5, and 9. 1, 4, 5, 9. So as a fighter, when I get enough points to pick a tier 2 class, I could be a warrior, a battle mage, or a warlord. As a fighter, I get extra health, extra stamina regen, and resistances. If I decide to go to warrior, I get even more health. Well, it's more of the same, but better. But if I decide to go for battle mage, I don't get the extra health. However, I get the extra mana, not as much stamina regeneration. Well, you get the idea. And then you have those super classes there. So as you progress, you get to choose extra perks, but they're not all positive. Like if you decide to go for a sorcerer, your maximum health, for example, is greatly reduced because, well, you get other powers elsewhere. I absolutely adore that. So even if I don't use 4NM, I am using these. And the second thing is, when your skill level up, when you get a skill, say you get your long blade. Am I going to read that properly? When your long blade gets to level 50, you get a perk. Usually the perks are going to be a trick, which is basically a spell that doesn't cost anything, but is very, very short, or some spells. So, and I already have... Let's close this for now. I believe I might have... Oh no, now they're not here anymore. With the old perks, they are automatic. With 4NM gameplay overhaul, let's find... This, if I take that perk, it increases my armor. I want a weapon thing because I know there is one. Blade. Swordsman increases my thing, but show me, there we go. I could take this perk that actually teaches me a spell, like a new technique. These used to be given to you automatically with 4NM perks, but that, well, you can see for yourself, it's massive. You have all the attributes, all the combat skills, all the magic skills, and all the stealth skills. You need to have enough perk points to select something. And then you need to have, for example, I would need to have 50 endurance to be able to take that one. So I have the perk points, but not the endurance. And it's massive, massive, massive. So I don't think that Axe is going to make this thing a standalone thing, because the old perks is pretty much it. And a lot of these, the calculation, how this one is going to increase my damage, has to do with the 4NM calculation. It's never going to be separated. But that's fair. That's fair. However, what do I want? I do not use two-handed swords. I don't really want a technique because it needs to be cast in combat. And as I've mentioned before, in combat there's just too many things happening. Reduce damage penalty to one-handed swords from fatigue. This means that in combat, when I swing my sword, I don't get tired as fast. And that could be a smart thing to do, frankly, because, you know, if my stamina gets to 0 in combat and I go foom, 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 and if I run around a little bit, I get tired real quick. So this is a serious contender. The Duelist. Two-handed sword. What is my... I may not have long blade 50 actually, but every third hit is stronger, meaning that if you can string your attacks, you do more damage. Makes sense. I skipped that because I didn't care. I'm not sure that... I mean, I like being able to stun my enemies like that. That also, fully charged, slashing attacks has a higher chance of hit stun. How much of a hit of a chance? I basically get to choose between not getting as tired when I fight, or increasing my chances to stun my enemies, especially if I do a slash attack, heavy slash attack. Okay, so we have 2 options already. And the one thing I would really like to improve is block, axe, blunt, spear, medium armor, heavy armor, block. The problem with block, because it's not my specialty, it cost me a lot of perk points. So it's basically I won't take it, essentially. What do I go for? Getting less tired in combat, or increasing my chance to stun the enemies? What do you think, guys? I'm not sure which one is more advantageous. In the meanwhile, let's check speechcraft. Harder to fail a persuasion check. Traders lose their temper more slowly when trying to get a discount. The thing is, these are good, right? And traders, they steal from me like there's no tomorrow. Like, really, they make me pay twice as much for anything, and they offer 1/3 of the value of anything I have. At the same time, considering I die so often, it's more tempting to get stronger or more adept at things. I could improve my restoration, for example. So that would be healing more, I guess. Increases chance of success. Secondary effect of health regeneration is stronger. I learn a powerful new spells. I could do that, I think. But what is it? What is the powerful new spell? Vigor. You say stun? We're gonna give it a try. So, generally speaking, I do more stun, and I'll have to remember to do a slash attack, heavy slash attack, to stun even more. Good. If I die, I will obviously blame you, Danina, for recommending I do the wrong thing. Let's go in. We're looking for a skull to give to Sean, so she will tell us about the Nerevarine or the 6th house, so we can progress in the main quest, so that one day we may be immune to diseases. Uh-oh, there's something. Oh no, this guy just collapsed. Maybe he's got some good loot. Is that a shield? Oh. Game crashed. Game crashed, and it's 12. So Morrowind knows best. You know how it is. When Morrowind says it's time to call it a day, it's time to call it a day. Let me quickly check who is currently doing what. No one that we follow that does Morrowind. Maybe, yeah, Morrowind knows best. It does happen typically. So there's me playing. Is Elder Scrolls 6 coming up next? Something, I don't know, Backsitting Aloud, or Russian, or a rerun. Okay, well, you know how it is, guys. We like to go and say hello to people who play Morrowind, and find out how they play their game, because we like that. We really like that. More incentive to fix those crashes. Honestly, mostly the crashes I've had were with memory, and this is a Symphony install. We'll see how it is. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with me. I will see you. I had a nice smirk. No problem, Izzy. I'll see you on Sunday, permadeath, hopefully. Yeah, permadeath. Oh, and Danina, no, Sunday, no permadeath. we will be talking modding with Denina. So be sure to tune in. We'll be checking out the mods, showcasing them as we discover them, talking about them, why they were made, how they were made, will there be more made. We'll talk about mods. Until then, have a good week and let's go raid. See you soon, guys.